going to Sonos next. Sonos has the big speaker that a lot of people like, just like Apple has the HomePod. Sonos, hardware companies are hard for investors to love. Sonos has been making that easier lately. The company's fiscal third quarter results beat Wall Street's expectations thanks to strong sales of its connected speakers. The report also included some early signs of success for the company's unusual partnership with IKEA, which started selling low-price speakers bearing the Sonos brand just a week before. So Apple, along with all of the other things that it has, does have the HomePod, which is a wireless speaker system that you can speak to all throughout your house, and Siri will respond. The scary thing about that is Big Brother's probably always listening. My wife would not let me set up the HomePod at home. She told me, so I ended up giving it to my son because it was, well, actually I take that back. It was his. It was his. And when he deployed, because he's in the Marine Corps, when he deployed, he left it at the house. And I had all intentions of keeping it, and my wife was deathly afraid of keeping it on in the house, so I had to unplug it. When my son came back from deployment, he took it back. I wanted to keep it, but my wife didn't like it. My wife so didn't like it. But Sonos can pump up the volume. Embattled speaker makers stock hot again, but valuation still leaves room for gains. So that is the stock, Sonos. Let's go take a look at it. Right here. Sonos, symbol is SONO. All right, the stock is grossly overvalued. Now, does that make it a bad stock? The answer to that is no. It just means that people are willing to pay a premium to own the stock. Let's go analyze it. Upside potential over the next 1 to 3 years, below the value of 1, unfavorable. The safety, it's an indicator of risk on the stock. It shows me the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance. Below the value of 1, unfavorable. The only thing I do like about the stock is RT is nice and high. Remember, this is looking at the short-term price trend of the stock. So it is moving up. It is a buy recommendation. It does have positive earnings, and they are growing their earnings at a clip of about 34% a year. All right, so Sonos was that story. Let's go take a look at the equity curve, view the stock graph. Over the last 3 months, let's maximize it. Over the last 3 months, look at the move of the stock. So that hookup with IKEA could be setting up Sonos to continue to rise higher. Notice where the stock's price is stopping right now. It has now created its own level of resistance, and we need to see if the stock can break above that. Earnings is falling a little bit, but still higher than it was 3 months ago. The 3 and the 8 are solid as the stock's price continues to move up. So this news can help the stock to continue to move higher, but before you get into it, make sure it breaks above the high before you pull the trigger on the stock. But look at that equity curve, and again, look at the analysis that we had on the stock. The fundamentals of the stock are not good. The stock is overvalued. The only thing that I'm looking at is from a trader's perspective is that the stock is definitely in an uptrend right now. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.